What's up, WMS? It's Dustin.
And I'm Ava. You're watching Bulldog News.
Today is Wednesday, May 19th. Let's check out a special effects video by Bardia.
Today, we're playing meditating. Let's begin. You want? Ow.
Thanks, Bardia. That was great. Now let's take a look at an important event in history by Colin D.
Whether you see one every day or not at all, the classic Volkswagen Beetle is one of the most iconic cars in the world. But of course, only a limited amount were produced, and today we'll talk about the last one ever made. The last classic Volkswagen Beetle rolled off the assembly line on July 30th, 2003, in the Volkswagen production plant in Puebla, Mexico. Overall, there were 21,529,464 classic Volkswagen Beetles made, with their production starting in World War II. The last classic Beetle produced is currently held in a museum in Wolfsburg, Germany, the location where Volkswagen is headquartered. This special Beetle was a baby blue color and was part of a 3,000 unit final edition. It's crazy to think that such an iconic car had to come to an end, but with newer and better models on the way, it was all but inevitable.
Thanks, Colin. That was really good.
Now let's check out a cool video of drone shots by Noah. Thanks, Noah. Great shots and cool editing.
Hi WMS, I'm Tatum and this is Miss Dury, and she is a counselor at WMS, and I will be asking her a couple questions about her middle school years. Okay, so what middle school did you go to and during what years?
I went to Earl Warren Junior High in Bakersfield, California, and I was there from 92, 93, and 94.
Okay, what was your hometown like, and could you describe it?
Yes. So I grew up in Bakersfield, and Bakersfield is kind of right smack in the middle of California. Well, it's more southern. If you've ever driven to LA, you've probably driven past it. It's obviously a good drive from here to LA, but it's kind of in the middle of a desert. there's a lot of farming in the area because it has really great weather for that. Um, it never, I don't think the whole time I lived there, it ever snowed. It rarely rained. It's sunny most of the time, but the air quality is kind of bad. But I loved it. It was just a good place to live. You were 2 hours from Los Angeles, 2 hours from the beach, 2 hours from the mountains. Like there's just a lot to do. It was a good place to live. So yeah.
What did you do for fun?
When I was in junior high, there wasn't a whole lot to do, but I had a lot of neighbor friends, which was great. And so we often would walk to Circle K, which is kind of the same thing. It was like 7-Eleven or AM PM kind of thing. And we would just get whatever we could with the change that we had, which is really kind of silly, but we did a lot of stuff outside. I think that was like right when video games were first becoming kind of big, which makes me sound really old, but that's true. I played soccer. We went swimming a lot. I will say that because it was really warm there. So we did go swimming a ton, and it was pretty common for people to have pools just because it was so hot there. So yeah.
What were some of your favorite television shows?
Oh, this is easy. TGIF on ABC on Friday nights. That was like the thing that you do. So Family Matters and Full House and good grief. Now I can't even remember the rest of the shows, but that was Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Oh, Vanessa! Yes! I know who I'm going to marry.
It's not me, is it?
Nah, she's fine.
Oh, it takes me back. But that was what I did. I watched that. And then I don't really think we watched a lot during the day. I know like for a little while when I was really little, we used to watch Disney Afternoon. That was a cool thing to do. But TGIF on Friday nights, that was the show to watch.
What were some of your favorite movies?
I actually loved the movie Free Willy.
Would you like to do some tricks today? Okay. Score me, go score everyone else. Go score them, buddy. Go score them.
I loved it. I don't really know why. I also loved The Little Mermaid. That was probably when I was a lot younger, but I liked it because we would go to the ocean a lot. And so I always felt like maybe I might see Ariel, which sounds a little bit troubling, but it's true. And other movies, man, those are the only ones I can really think of. I'll keep thinking though, but for sure, Free Willy, that was a big one at our family.
Yeah.
Mostly because I had little sisters and they loved that movie too. So it was kind of whatever they wanted to watch was fine. Yeah.
What were some of your favorite music singers or bands?
I really liked Nirvana back then.
We passed upon the stair, spoken wasn't well, although I wasn't there, said I was his friend.
And also New Kids on the Block. Those two don't go together at all, but I liked them. I really liked Boys to Men. And those were probably the biggest ones that I can think of. I had there was a really great radio station when I grew up there. And so they would like tell you when a song was coming up. And so you would get your tape player ready and you would have your tape in there to record the next song that was coming on. So because CDs weren't really a thing yet. And so you had to when the song started, you had to press the buttons just right in order for it to start recording. And I spent a lot of time recording my favorite songs, which is really lame, but it's a good memory. Yeah.
What were some of the fashion trends in middle school?
Oddly enough, pretty much everything right now is like totally my junior high. Doc Martens, really big flannel shirts, like oversized sweatshirts. I used to borrow my dad's sweatshirt, which I'm pretty close. I don't think I've grown since I was in 7th grade. I'm pretty much where I pretty much topped out then. So I would borrow my dad's sweatshirts, and they were like a men's extra large. And so they were just huge on me, but I loved that. So I would say that's probably it. It was a lot of like oversized sweatshirts with, baggy jeans and Doc Martens and flannel shirts. And that was maybe overalls a little bit. But yeah, I can vividly see myself wearing that. But yeah.
What's like the biggest difference from then to now?
Cell phones for sure. Like that's easy. I often think like there's a lot of benefits to having cell phones, but I'm also really glad that I grew up without a cell phone. Because I had to learn how to be bored. And I don't think that kids right now, my own included, often know what to do other than kind of scroll, and I'm super guilty of that too. I'm not throwing my kids under the bus, but I would say that's probably pretty true. That definitely cell phones. Yeah, because you just had to be outside and play with your neighbors because it was like that was all you had. So yeah.
Is there something that was popular then that no longer exists now?
Oh man, I'm sure there are. Boy, I can't think of anything offhand, but yes, I'm sure like different. I have one thing. I loved to drink Fruitopia drinks. They're kind of like Snapples, but they were like had a fancier bottle. And I'm sure it was like straight sugar, but because it like had the word fruit in it, people thought it was super healthy. So every day at lunch, so terrible, I would eat a bag of Funyuns and a giant bottle of Fruitopia for lunch. And I don't know how I survived, but I did. So yeah, Fruitopia, boy, that makes me want to find that. So, and we also had this thing called Crystal Pepsi. That was a big deal. So yeah, the only thing I can think of is food, but I'm sure there's a lot other things.
It's kind of a hard question.
It is a tricky one. Yeah. Makes me want to go look though. Yeah.
Would you rather go to the beach or the mountains?
The beach. Yeah. I love the mountains, but I love the beach. I could spend all day there every day. Yeah.
That's all I have.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Great question.
Dury, you're right. 90s fashion is making a comeback.
Now let's get a report from our foreign Nkosi down in Belize. Nkosi?
And in this video, I'll be showing you guys some videos of what the beaches look like here in Hot Springs, Belize. Hope you guys enjoy them. There's the church in that last video you guys saw. But this is it, right next to the library over there. So, yeah, it's right on the beach.
Thanks, Nikowski, for sharing some of the cool beaches of Hopkins.
Let's watch a really interesting book trailer by Josh.
Odd Thomas is a completely ordinary guy, except he can see the dead. Odd Thomas is a short order cook who lives in the small town of Pico Mundo. He was born with the ability to see the dead who can't move on from Earth. This story takes place in the fictional town of Pico Mundo, California, in the mid-2000s. One day, a stranger comes to Pico Mundo accompanied by a horde of Bodogs. Will Odd Thomas be able to unravel the mystery of this new evil, or will he be too late to stop it? Read this humorous, thrilling, mystery-filled book to find out. The title of this book is Odd Thomas by Dean Koontz. You can find it on Amazon or at the Timberland Regional Library.
Thanks, Josh. That sounds intense.
Let's see who Grace is reading with now.
Welcome to Reading with Grace, where I will suggest some books and you might want to check them out. So let's go! Hi, my name is Grace, and today I have two special guests, Ruby, Dury, and Fisher. What book do you have today?
Fisher, what book do you have? Show Grace what book you have. What is it called?
Waldo.
Waldo. And what is your favorite part of Waldo? You want to show us your favorite? Oh, how you have to find him?
Mm-hmm.
So we like this book because you have to find Waldo. Do you want to show us a picture of Waldo real quick? Okay.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them. Okay, do the beach picture. So should we hold it up?
There he is.
There he is. Okay. All right, Ruby's turn. Can you hop down so I can use Ruby? Okay, Ruby, come here. Come here. Show me your book. Okay. All right. And Ruby, what book do you have? We gotta hurry. Can I show it then? Okay. So this is Ruby finds a worry, or Ruby has a worry? How does it go? Can you show me a picture? Oh, I guess we're gonna have to. Okay. Well, Ruby's favorite book is Ruby Finds a Worry, and we had a scrape today, so we're a little bit sad. But Ruby Finds a Worry is our favorite book. There it is. What's your favorite page? Can you show us? Okay, real quick. Okay, real quick. We're getting there, miss. Hey, show Grace your favorite page. This
one.
The swinging page. Okay. So this is our favorite page where Ruby is swinging. It's our favorite book. Yeah.
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 Bye.
Say bye. Thanks, Grace.
Thank you.
Thanks, Grace, Ruby, and Fisher. That was great.
Now let's watch some book recommendations by Kayla and Maddie.
Hey, what's up, WMS? It's Kaylee, and you might remember me from previous yearbook announcements and Bulldog news. But today, I'm not here to talk to you about yearbook or Bulldog news. Today, I'm here to talk about a book that I just read that I loved. It is called More Than This by Patrick Ness, and it is for people who like fantasy-ish books. It's kind of like an afterlife book. It's realistic-ish. I don't really know how to explain it without giving anything away. But it's a really great book, and you should check it out. All the characters are relatable and fun. It's a very humorous story, and overall, it's just a really good book. So, check it out, and yeah, I hope you like it as much as I did.
Smile.
Rana just wants to be a normal 6th grader. But one night after Girl Scout, she trips and falls severely, injuring her 2 front teeth. What follows is a long and frustrating journey with on-again, off-again braces, surgery, embarrassing headgear, and even a retainer with fake teeth attached. And on top of it all, there's still more to deal with. A major earthquake, boy confusion, and friends who turn out not to be so friendly. Rana's story takes us from middle school to high school, where she discovers her artistic voice, finds out what true friendship really means, and where she can finally smile. You can find this book in your local library or at WMS Library.
Thanks, Kaylee and Maddie. Both books sound like great books.
Let's see where Hayden is and hear about this week's weather. Hayden? Hayden!
What up, WMS? It's Hayden, and welcome back to Where in the World is Hayden P. Thank you to all who responded in my Google form. Most of you were correct that I was in the St. Basil's Cathedral. Here are the names. Get ready for this week's weather. I'm going to be straight with you, partner, but first I'm heading elsewhere. Be right back. So it ain't going to be perfect. Okay, maybe the weekend, but that's it. So don't say I didn't warn you. Today and tomorrow will be raining. Boo! But on Friday it will be perfect, just like I told you. Remember, I tell it like it is. Saturday is gonna be as good, but then the rain returns. But only a little bit. No worms at this time. Respond to my Google form on the website. Students who are correct will have their names announced next week. Now here's a reminder of how to get to the form.
From Kiev to Carolina, she's a sticky-fingered filcher from Berlin down to Belize. She'll take you for a ride on a slow boat to China. Tell me where in the world.
And now back to the studio. Bye.
Here are this week's birthdays.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you, to you. We all cheer 'cause you are here, another year, you are dear. Happy birthday, celebrate. Happy birthday to you, to you. Candles bright with birthday light. Make a wish. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you, to you, to you, to you.
And remember, Bulldogs, be kind,
Be safe.
wear a mask, and
make
good
good choices.
choices.